This is an audio demo of the Goose migration tool. It is a tool written in Go for maintaining database migrations for your web services. This is intended to go along with the Golang Web Services in 3 Days course presented on O'Reilly Media. If you are not watching that live, the audio should walk you through all of the content of that course. So Goose is a binary that can be used to maintain database migrations. There are a couple of very helpful commands. Goose up will take you to the most recent version. Goose down will step you back by 1. And then status will tell you where you're at. These are very helpful in development if you are writing a new migration. So if you are adding a function, you're adding a table, you're deleting a table, you're adding an ID or sequence, you would create that. You could go up by 1, or if that is the only most recent, you can go up to the most, you can just go up. Test that the migration is valid, run your code. If the code fails, you can then do a goose down, go back to the base state, and make any changes you need to the SQL or to your code before you test it again. Very helpful for development. Very easy to run. I have a local Postgres running in a Docker container, so I can just run the status here. You can see that this is just the local time, so there's nothing to be found. We run Goose up. We are at the current version of 0, which means we're at the base state. No additional files have been added. So we can do Goose down and not run any migrations. You test this. We should have a... basically, that means there was already a users table existing in the database. But we will now have the corresponding Goose version tables in our Postgres. So if you just do select all from Goose versions, you'll see we have one thing applied. The current time is 4:25, so that was us checking that right now, as we expect. If you have validated all of your migrations and you're ready to move to production, there is a much smoother way of doing this using the embedding functions set up in Go. This right here, this comment is a build tag that will tell the compiler to take all of the functions that are of the type SQL, all of the files of type SQL in the migrations directory, and embed them into the binary. Basically, so when you're ready to deploy the binary, these files will be attached. You tell Goose where the embedded files are located, and then Goose just runs those migrations by specifying, again, just the directory in which they're located. So now you don't have to have an additional Goose command. You can just run your basic, you could do a go build and then run the binary. I'm going to do a go run main. And as you can see, the migrations ran. We were at the same state as before, current version of 1. And it did access the database and gave us something returned. I highly recommend Goose. It's a very helpful tool. It can manage quite complex migrations. And thank you so much for watching.